Hey friends, welcome to my studio. I've got a little video here where I'm going to show you how I take small paintings on paper like this and mount them on cradled panels like this. Okay? Hello, okay, these are 8" by 8" paintings on 300-pound watercolor paper, which I'm going to mount on these 2" deep cradled panels. Here you see I'm using gel medium. I like gel medium because it dries clear, so if I get it on the surface of the paintings, it doesn't matter as long as it's smooth. Put a generous layer on both surfaces, both the panel and on the back of the painting. You can see here that I've got everything laid out that I'm going to need. I have everything laid out in the order in which I'm going to use it, all within arm's length. There are a few things that are off camera, but they're all within reach. I think that's one of the most important things in any project like this, is making sure that you've got everything that you're going to need right there within reach, so you don't end up running around your studio trying to find stuff when you're in the middle of something like this. Okay, so the paper is down, carefully positioned on the panel. I'm squeezing out all of the excess glue, any air bubbles, cleaning off the excess with my finger, and now with a wet shop towel. Any cleanup that you do at this stage saves you time later. There's always some cleanup to do after the mounting and before the varnishing, but the more you do now, the better. Now here I'm using a brayer to express any remaining excess gel medium. You can use anything for this, a squeegee, a brayer, anything that will help you express any remaining excess. Final cleanup, and then protective plastic. Make sure there's nothing on the plastic because it won't stick to the plastic, it will stick to the painting. Okay, so here we go to the second one, and here I'm switching to a mud knife. It gives a nicer, more even coating than the palette knife I was using, so I switched to this. Again, nice even coat on both surfaces. I'd rather have too much gel medium than not enough. You know, if you don't use enough, you get things like corners that aren't stuck down, edges that aren't stuck down. So I'd rather have excess that I have to clean up than not have enough and uncover the painting the next morning and find that there are parts of the painting that aren't stuck down. So you can see it, I'm doing it the same way, getting it positioned just how I want it, expressing excess gel medium and air bubbles, cleaning up around the edge, trying to get all that excess gel cleaned up. Wet shop towel again. I like these because they're more, they last longer than paper towels. You can reuse them more. They're made from 100% recycled material. Okay, here's my brayer, getting out as much of the excess gel medium as possible, making sure there are no air bubbles. Air bubbles will sometimes show up as little bumps in the painting if you don't get them out. So you don't want that. There we go. One final check of positioning, one final cleanup. Protective plastic, rigid board, and then weight. I'm using books here, coffee table books, art books, medical books, and then a bucket of water or of varnish or whatever, gesso, Here's the next day, roughly 24 hours later. Of course, it's not critical, just an adequate amount of time overnight. Removing the plastic that's protecting the books, then removing the books. Of course, you could use anything for weights. You could use bricks, you could use actual weights. Removing the boards, removing the plastic. Now, one of the reasons that I like to do this is that you can display these paintings then on a shelf or on a table. As I'm demonstrating here, they don't have to be hung on the wall. You certainly can, but it's an option. These 2-inch deep panels are perfectly stable standing up like that. So there you have it. Thanks for stopping by.